Last week on Must Be Dice, the Paradise Path Mystery Solvers Club started investigating a strange dream had by Sloan Baker. After it led them to a fenced-off clearing, they discovered an entrance to a secret ARP tunnel. They also found a clue that led them to Staunch Diner, owned by the uncharacteristically rude Jem Staunch. His attitude might have something to do with the fact that he's got 2 injured members of the Hell's Pass gang in his basement. Why is Cade here? What does Jem know about the ARP? And how did Sloan suddenly get so hot? Find out on this week's episode of Must Be Dice.
Also, I poured out all of Spencer's dad's alcohol.
Yeah. I'd actually like to cut over to the Snip house where Mr. Snip is smoking a cigarette in the fetal position, just rocking himself
DTs.
nervously. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got delirium tremens.
Oh, that fucking over-under kid, he killed me. You can die from not having alcohol, I'm pretty sure. Let's go Mets.
Oh my God. Cade and Kale?
Cade
Kyle?
and Kyle.
Cade and Kyle? What are you doing here?
What are you?
Who am I?
You're Virgil.
Sugar hose.
So you see Cade Colley putting pressure on Kyle's wound. It looks like he is bleeding from his inner left thigh. And they're both looking at you, completely dumbfounded as to what you're doing here. And they say, I can ask you the same question. Why the fuck are you here?
Which one's not bleeding?
Cade.
Can I attack him?
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, that's gonna be roll to kick some ass. Tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump on him.
Okay.
Jump on, grab him by the collar. 8 plus, was that tough? 2. 10.
Yeah, okay, 10?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so you explain to me what you're doing. What's your move here? He is completely distracted. I mean, he's looking at you, but he's using both of his hands to sort of stop the bleeding on his comrade.
Yeah. So, Virgil leaps upon him, grabs him by the collar. You almost got us fucking killed, you piece of shit, telling us to go in that clearing. But Virgil, I don't remember if that was, they probably don't remember that, huh?
No.
Is this
Virgil
everything
remembers.
Virgil's saying out loud?
No.
Realizing?
No, Virgil's completely disregarded this whole thing that they wouldn't remember.
What the fuck are you talking about? Get off of me! And he pushes you off of him, and as he lets go to push you off, not only do you get a little bit of blood on your leather vest, should slick right off, but also you see Kyle goes, ah! As blood sort of spurts out of his leg. You see that he's got a couple bullet holes in his leg.
The fuck? What happened to you guys?
Kyle points down at his leg and goes, what do you fucking mean what happened? I got fucking shot! That is the voice that he has always had. I went back and checked.
Okay.
Boss, tell him!
Who shot you? Who shot you? And I hold up the note and I say, did you leave this note by the hole in the fence?
Cade sort of like looks around, not sure what to do, and looks over at Jem Staunch, who is sort of just rubbing his temples as he goes, you left a fucking note with my address on it? And Cade sort of looks at him and goes, look, you said you wanted it done fast and cheap. You didn't say that we had to be like the utmost professionals or anything. Also, my boy got shot. I don't know what you're expecting from me.
I say, Jem, is this your son? Is this your boy? One of these boys, your son?
Jem looks at you in disbelief and then looks at the Hell's Pass gang and goes, if one of these boys was my son, I tell you, and I'm being completely honest with you, I would blow my fucking brains out.
Okay.
I don't think there is, and he looks at them directly in the eyes and he goes, I don't think there is any insult on this earth greater than being one of you two's daddy.
Dex turns
have
to
it.
Jem and says, hey Jem, I used to come into your shop pretty often because I like to order the food there. It's pretty good. I like the toast, wheat, sometimes white. But your demeanor now is just like completely different than I've ever seen. And the fact that you have 2 bleeding teenagers down here is pretty suspicious. What's going on?
Jem looks at you and goes, yeah, I mean, I know you, Dex. You come in here.
You keep boys in your basement?
I said, hold on. This is not a common occurrence. No, Dex, I know you because you come here and I'll send a waiter over to you and it takes about an hour for them to get a goddamn order out of you. Okay, bud?
It's a big menu.
It's really not. It's really a very small menu.
Eggs, toast, hash browns,
The point is,
bacon.
That's a big menu. I'm gonna have to really memorize that menu when I get a job here. Can you give me a job here?
No! You can. Okay, you are just fucking all of my shit up. Here's the thing. I don't expect you to be able to understand this, but there's something strange happening in Paradise Path.
Yes.
No shit. That's what I told you. That's why we're down here, is because I told you all this stuff that happened to us, and then you brought us down here.
That's not what you told me. You told me you worked for the goddamn ARP, which I'm pretty sure is behind
They
all
told
of this
you that.
bullshit.
They told you that. I did not tell you that. I told you everything else. I told you the truth, and you let us down here. Watch the episode. I say,
Spencer
staring into a wall and pointing at it.
Spencer points to a stack of security, what looks like security tapes, and goes,
Yeah.
watch the episode. Jim goes, yeah, what a weird way to present that, but okay. Look, a while back, I used to go fishing over by an old lake in a clearing not too far from here, about a mile away from town. And one day, my line got caught on something. Now, normally I would just cut the line, let it go. But my lucky lure was on the end of it, so I decided to get down there and sort of, cut the old girl loose. So I went down there, and while I was down, swimming in that lake, I saw something.
These two boys?
No, hold on. Why are you trying to make it about these boys?
I'm just asking questions.
Like a Freddy Krueger
I'm just
type.
asking questions. That's
Like a
what
Freddy
I'm thinking.
Krueger type.
I'm not a Freddy Krueger type. Freddy Krueger was a goddamn pedophile.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger type. Yeah.
Cade Colley Cade Colley is applying pressure on his friend's leg, and he goes, "Look, he's an asshole, but I'm pretty sure he's not a pedophile. Like 70% sure he's not a pedophile."
Wait, is your name Cade Colley and his name's Kyle Cadley?
Yeah,
That's a little.
Yeah.
we're cousins.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is that how names work?
Look, okay, we're not saying that you're a pedophile, but we are definitely saying that something is very suspicious about having a bleeding teenager in your basement. So explain to us now how he was shot and how he ended up here and what you're doing about it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to fucking do, but you keep calling me a pedophile.
Well,
so if you can,
we said Freddy Krueger type.
Yeah, we didn't. We actually.
what do you think that implies?
You're calling yourself a pedophile.
Yes.
Tell us.
I'm not a
Tell us.
pedophile.
That's what you inferred from it.
But first, tell us the other thing, and then defend yourself.
While I was down there, cutting free my lucky lure, I saw something that really, I don't feel like you see at the bottom of most lakes. It looked like, to me, a tiny little sliver of a glowing red stone. It was something that I had never seen before in my entire life, and I picked it up, and as soon as I did, I feel like I could remember stuff that I had completely forgotten, stuff that I feel like everyone should have been able to remember, but nobody could. And that's when I could remember that clearing did have a name. In fact, that clearing is one of the biggest pieces of Oregon history that no one seems to goddamn remember.
Camp Kiki Mama?
Yeah,
They had a red stone.
yeah.
How do you know?
It's a
What's-
big tragedy. You've never heard about it?
No,
Where
it's
all those
Camp
kids
Kiki
got
Mama,
killed?
Spencer.
Well, you don't know anything about it.
Well, of course I do.
No, you don't.
That's exactly the kind of thing I would know. My character would know about.
If they were, if they were meta-ing the game, yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anyway, can we get back on? Please.
Thank you.
What a reveal.
I know, right?
Dex takes out a notepad and writes down Camp Kiki Mama.
Okay,
SP,
okay.
parentheses, question mark.
Awesome. That land had a name. It used to be one of the most well-known pieces of property in all of Oregon. It used to be called Lake Kiki Mama, but then I came down and no one remembered anything about it. Shit, I could barely remember anything about it at all. Something bad happened there and I couldn't remember it. And so I went back there and I started finding a bunch of other weird shit. There's plants up there that don't belong. There's animals out there that I don't feel like are part of what animals are supposed to look like.
Bigfoot?
I mean, maybe.
Freddy Krueger types.
Bigfoot Krugers.
Okay. And the more I spent time out there trying to investigate and see what was going on, the more I started to realize that people were following me. And eventually, I went out there to look for clues, and I got kicked out. They told me it was private property owned by ARP and that I had to get out. Next day, 15-foot goddamn fence gets put up. Now I can't go back. And I've been trying to look into it, and I was able to let it go, and it was fine. But then something else weird happened. See, I used to have these 2 customers, came in every goddamn day, spent about $50 worth of money on burgers, fries, shakes, the whole shebang. You know, 2 stoner types. Suddenly, only one of them starts coming in. Now I'm only making half the amount of money I normally make. So I ask him, I go, Lucas, where's your friend? You have a friend that comes in here. And suddenly this boy acts like he doesn't remember anything. Like he ain't never had a friend before in his life.
We know them. Lucas
and other
Michael
guy.
Seeker.
Michael Seeker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas,
we know.
Lucas came to us and asked us to help him find Michael. But then when we did, he acted like he didn't even know that we had asked him that.
Wait, Jem, Mr. Staunch. Michael Seeker? Does that name? Do you actually know the name? You
That's
know who
that
I'm talking
boy.
about?
Yeah. That's that Mike boy.
He remembers. He knows.
We also remember.
Dex, do you know what this means?
He's dead, by the way. He's dead.
He's dead?
He's dead.
Oh, fuck.
Very much so dead.
How did he die? Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. I thought it was like something supernatural or something. How did he die?
Well, it was.
Well then don't fucking bury the lead, boy. Start with that. Jesus Christ.
He
you had
got
me-
some kind of mushroom poisoning, and he was trying to kill it, right? Isn't he? And we burned down a mushroom, and then he started on fire, right?
It's like these mushrooms are emitting something into the atmosphere around them, and when people inhale it, it's turning them.
I'll be honest with you, folk. I got no goddamn idea what's been going on. The only thing I know is that when I would take this tiny piece of red rock, and he pulls out from inside of his apron, he has a tiny shard. It's very thin. It's about as long as like a USB stick would be, though. And it's a tiny red glowing rock. It looks extraordinarily sharp, and the glowing is not like bright. It almost looks like a trick of the light, you know, like it might not actually be glowing, but if you focus on it for long enough, you see that it is. And he goes, whenever I brought this around any of those weird plants or those weird fucking animals, they started acting up, and the rock started acting up, and something felt strange. So I decided I gotta get my hands on some of those plants out there. They kicked me out, and I couldn't go out there. And that's why I hired Tweedledee and Tweedledickhead over here to try to go sneak over and get me some goddamn mushrooms from the side of the mountain. And instead, they come back with nothing and 2 goddamn bullet holes in this boy's leg.
Well, if you need some mushroom, I mean, we got some mushroom.
Well,
No, look, I don't need any of your fucking
we found their
trippy
notes.
dippy mushrooms. I need these weird mushrooms that are from this side of the mountain.
Can we have a moment, actually? That
Yeah,
we can
sure.
think
No, there's just a bleeding boy over here, and my
Well,
entire life is in
I
fucking
think you
shambles.
should absolutely
But
tend
take
to
a
him.
goddamn second amongst yourselves.
You
yeah,
should
Just
absolutely
call an ambulance.
use
I
your
don't know
first
why.
aid kit
That's
that
our
you have on the
problem.
premises.
Oh,
or-
yeah. I'll call an ambulance to take care of the kid that the government agency shot, you dipshit.
With
Yeah,
all due
I mean, yeah,
respect,
just
you
do
had
that.
a
He's a
bleeding
kid.
teenager in there before we ever showed up.
That's true.
Okay, well, maybe watch a goddamn episode of X-Files, you fucking idiots. Learn how to deal with
I
conspiracies.
think you got the
That
wrong
show
lessons
hasn't
from
been
that show.
on the air for decades.
Yeah.
Can we trust this guy? I mean, should I give him some of these mushrooms?
On the one hand, he seems to know a lot about the situation we're dealing with. But on the other, he's cursing a lot more than he ever used to when I come in here and order pancakes.
Yeah, he seems
Right.
a little.
Something's got him on edge.
Virgil, you're the bad boy. You can recognize bad boy behavior in anyone else.
I sure can.
Do you?
Is this a natural bad boy or a situational bad boy?
Actual bad boy. Watch this. Can I go over and kick the bleeding one?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
you gotta roll to kick some ass.
Okay. So that's 6 + 2, 8.
All right, you do that.
All
You
right.
walk over.
I say, watch this.
Virgil walks over and kicks Kyle in the leg. A little bit of blood just kind of squirts out. And he goes, "Oh, God!" And Jem looks over at you and slaps you on the back of the head. He goes, "What the fuck did you do that for?"
I'm a bad boy, Jeb.
What?
Here, let me ask a question. Dex steps forward towards Jem and says, "Don't you also serve fruit salad too?"
I as like a side dish, yeah?
That's what I thought.
Is that your question?
His menu's more complex than he leads on.
Oh.
So we can't trust him, or we can? I don't know what that means. Actually, don't know what that
Yeah,
means.
I don't-
Fruit salad bad?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
what
do we
that
know?
Tells us.
Well, should I give him the mushroom?
Just hand him the mushroom. And
1 second. Virgil wants to grab Jem Staunch by the collar.
Okay, yeah, roll to kick
Thank
some
God.
ass.
Someone needs to teach this guy a lesson.
11.
Okay, yeah, you do.
Okay. All right, Mr. Staunch.
Oh!
What were you looking for mushrooms for up there?
I
You
don't
tell us
know.
quick.
I'll be honest with you. God damn, he is a bad boy. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is that this redstone reacts weird to any of this shit, and I feel like I'm remembering stuff that I used to forget, and I feel like maybe I knew more than I did, and I don't know what's happening.
Hold that thought.
Ask him if he's a bad boy.
Are you a bad boy?
Am I a bad?
Are you a
what?
bad boy?
No, I'm a good man.
That's we can trust him.
Okay, there. Give him this. Show him this.
Okay.
The mushroom.
We have a acquired by Sloan sample of these mysterious mushrooms from the other side of the fence. What could you do with this? What's your plan?
I don't have a plan. I told you, I have no fucking idea what's happening.
You just want to put the mushroom next
And
to
why'd
the
you
rock?
send the 2 teen boys that are in your basement bleeding right now
Because
to go
there's
get stuff?
There's something going on with it. I don't know how to look.
We could go. You sent them and they weren't able to achieve the mission, but we could go.
Well, you don't need to go. You have the mushrooms. This is what I wanted. All I knew
But
is
you
that
just he just showed it to you and you said, what am I gonna do with that? And it was
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but now I have it.
I think this guy is just, he's
It's
a
a
little,
Kruger
he's a Kruger type, a little slow maybe on the uptake. I think we talk a little slower to him.
Yeah.
He
kind of
doesn't
use-
even know what's on his own menu.
Yeah, use smaller words maybe, something like along those
That's a
lines.
good idea. I'm gonna shake him.
Yeah,
These
shake
are all
him.
insults that you're saying.
What do you want with the mushroom? You said you wanted it. We have one.
I don't know. I don't know. Every time I got near the shit, the stone started acting up weird. I thought maybe I could combine them, see what happens. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay, we'll do it. Let's see you
Yeah,
do
let's
it
just
then.
do it.
I'm going to release
Combine
him
them.
now.
Okay, thank you. So he takes the mushroom from you, and he on this like sort of makeshift workbench that he has down below in the basement. He puts the red stone on the table and has a hammer with one of these like
A chisel?
a chisel, and he chisels off a piece of the red stone, and he takes a vial similar to the one that Sloan had the mushroom in, and he puts the little piece in there, and then he takes some of the mushroom powder that you had in your vial, Sloan, and he mixes them together, and nothing really happens.
Well, that was useless.
Mystery solved.
What?
I told you I have no idea what's happening. I have no. Whoa! What is that? And he sees on the vial the pieces of redstone seem to be glowing really bright and almost like burning. And it doesn't look like it's hot, but it's creating this like sort of green smoke, this like weird mist that just sort of starts pouring out of this vial. It's a very small vial. It's an insane amount of this smoke and mist to be pouring out. And it just sort of fills that side of the room, and you all kind of back up so that it doesn't touch you. And it fills that side of the room. And as you look through the mist, you realize that the walls are gone. And in fact, you can see that there is no other side of the room anymore. It is an opening to the clearing that you visited earlier, except it's all different. It looks colored in this weird green tone. Everything has these weird mushrooms growing on it. Nothing looks normal. And in the center, in front of the lake, you see 3 people. 2 adults that you don't recognize, and 1 child that you do, Mr. Mike Seeker.
Mike! Mike!
Mike looks at you through the green and opens his mouth, almost as if he's trying to say something, and he can't. And you look into his eyes, and he looks insanely sad. He looks miserable, almost like devoid of any hope or emotion other than sadness.
I want to read a bad situation.
Go for it.
Or not.
Okay, what'd you get?
2.
Okay. So, you feel, Virgil looks at this smoke and goes, huh, you don't see that every day.
Whoa. Crazy. sick.
What? No, it isn't sick. There's Mike right there. We should go to them.
You want to walk through this mysterious smoke to another dimension to go talk to some guy?
Do you have any other leads? I'm surprised that you aren't saying this is chemtrails.
I mean, it probably is.
It's not.
For being
It's
honest,
not.
yes.
No,
it
we are
probably
being honest, and it's
is
not.
related to chemtrails.
I have an
but-
idea. Dex, can you help me pick up Kyle?
Sure.
Yeah, you grab his legs.
Okay.
Can we
Yeah,
throw
you
him
gotta.
through?
You're gonna roll to kick some ass, and you're gonna roll to help out.
Okay.
9.
7.
All right, that looks good. So you got a
Wait, is he the one with the high-pitched voice?
10. Yeah,
Okay,
Kyle's
good.
the one with high pitched voice.
Okay.
So explain to me what you're doing.
All right, so Dex and Virgil go over. I pick him up by the arms. Dex grabs him by the legs. We go over to the thing and start swinging.
Okay. What the fuck are you doing? Hey,
Hold
stop
still.
it! Boss, help me!
We're trying to help Michael.
No, stop!
And 1, 2, 3.
You throw Kyle into the smoke, and where he should be hitting a wall, he doesn't. He just sort of tumbles into this clearing, this weird version of the clearing. But since you rolled a 7 on your help out, you have exposed yourself to danger. Because you have thrown Kyle into the weird smoke, you have pissed off Cade Colley a lot. And he yells as he rushes towards you and tackles you into the clearing with Kyle. And as you pass through the smoke, you feel not good. Everything feels strange and different. And as you pass through that smoke, you no longer see the room where your friends were before.
As he's tackling me and I'm passing through, Dex says, "Don't worry, I'll check it out." And then Mark's
Thank you.
experience.
Sure.
But yeah, so then Dex stumbles with Cade, wrestles with Cade a little bit to try and get control.
Okay. Yeah. So you are trying to do what? You're trying to attack him back,
I guess
or just
kick some ass.
Okay.
6.
All right. You try to wrestle Cade off of you, and he is able to sort of block your hands, and with one of his arms holds your arms down and hits you with a fist square in the face, and you take 1 point of harm. You 3 see your friend inside of this smoky, weird netherworld fighting with Cade, and you can't hear anything happening on the other side.
Call out, Dex! Dex!
I am going to have you roll plus weird.
So 12.
So she yells out, "Dex! Dex! Dex!" And as you look up past Cade, your glasses are strewn. You are able to see, you don't see the room that you came from, but you do see Sloan. She's standing there in the entrance to the clearing, and she's yelling your name.
But I still got a guy on top of me.
You do.
So then I put up my finger to like get him to like hold on just a second. And does he stop?
Yeah, he, out of pure confusion, he is raising his fist for a second strike, and he goes, "What?"
And then so then once he stops, he goes. He fixes his glasses and puts his hand back in his pockets. He goes, "Did you hear that?"
No, I didn't hear shit. I heard you fucking throw my partner in here, and now, why did you do that?
It was Virgil's idea. I thought it was a good idea, but I guess it turned out to be a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't have gone along with it. I
Yeah.
just think we're in a bad situation right now, and maybe it's for the best that we, instead of fighting each other, try and figure out a way out of this. Roll to manipulate.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 12.
All right. So on a 12, not only do they do what you want right now, but they also become your ally for the rest of the mystery. Cade Colley looks around and realizes that he can no longer see the entrance to the room that he came from, and sort of spins around and realizes he has no idea where he is or where to go. And he...
Dex puts his hand on his shoulder and goes, "It's okay. It's something related to the mushrooms. All of our memories are screwed up. This whole town is weird, and I think it has a lot to do with ARP. Sorry, I threw your friend, cousin.
Cade looks at you with fear in his eyes, and he goes, I'll be honest with you, man. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. I just want to get out of here.
Me too, friend.
Dex!
I can hear Sloan calling.
He stands up off of you and stands over you and extends his hand in order to help you up.
And then Dex reaches out and then gives them the old thumbs up. And then they bump thumbs.
They bump thumbs.
They bump thumbs.
They bump thumbs. He helps you up, and the two of you sort of walk over and help up Kyle. Yeah, you can see on one side of you near the lake, there are those three figures who are still standing there, almost as if they're stuck there. And on the other side, in the entrance to the clearing, you see Sloan, and you can hear her calling your name.
Dex!
And I'm just kind of torn between doing both of these two things. So then Dex looks at whether or not to investigate further or to go to Sloan. And then he says to Cade, he's like, can you see Sloan out there?
Cade looks over to where you're pointing and says, no, I don't see anybody.
Can you see the young man and adults over there?
He looks over to the other side and he sees them and he goes, a young man seems weird, almost like you're his grandmother, but yeah, I see him.
I don't think we should go see them. I think they have the answers that we're looking for, but I don't think it's safe. Follow me. And then proceeds to bring both of them back towards where he sees Sloan.
All right, you three start making your way, and Cade picks up a branch that he finds on the floor and hands it to Kyle, who uses it as sort of like a makeshift crutch as you guys approach Sloan. Sloan, you on the other side of this see Dex and the other two boys approaching. I mean, the rest of you do too. And as they get closer, something tells you to put your hand out, almost as if to help Dex up.
Dex! Come back!
As you approach Dex from the other side, you see her extend her hand out to you.
And then Dex slowly reaches his hand out, and then flips and goes, dead fish.
What?
As soon as that happens, you make contact, and the smoke fades from around you and disappears, and you, Cade, and Kyle are all back in reality.
Sloan, he let you touch him. He let you touch him.
Spencer, do not announce it for the entire world. Yes.
That's not the whole world, it's just this basement.
Okay, shut up. He gave me the dead fish, though. What does that mean? What is the dead fish?
I don't.
Is it like a sex thing?
Well, you're asking the wrong person,
It could
first
be.
of all.
God.
But it could be.
Cade looks at the four of you and goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Look, there's something going on with mirror worlds or other dimensions, or I don't know. It's like my dream. I had this dream with the clearing where it was an alternate something. I don't know.
So you think these are interdimensional beings interfering with our reality? Like the Greys?
Is there a chance that it's just a
Aliens?
hallucination?
No, I think we all saw it.
Yeah, I see it.
That doesn't necessarily mean
I don't hallucinate.
it wasn't okay.
Yeah, it could have been one of them shared hallucinations, almost like a shared mania that happens sometimes.
Let's see what else this elf has to say.
No.
Well, that's not very kind of you. I'm not an ally to you at all.
Who are you?
I'm Kyle.
Oh, right.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we threw him through the portal.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, by the way, go fuck yourself. I'm out of here. And he starts to leave, and he takes
2 bullets in your leg.
this branch that he was using as a crutch and throws it at you, Virgil. And you catch it and realize that it looks just like a normal branch from a pine, except it is tinted green and covered in the same strange fungus that you have seen time and time again.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck's sake with this fungus. Get it out of here.
Virgil just drops it. Surprise.
He drops it, and Jem picks it up and goes, "Hold on. Where did this come from?"
Did you not see the alternate dimension that opened up in your basement?
No, I saw that, but this came from there.
Yeah.
You brought this back with you.
Somebody did.
Well, technically Kyle did.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, Kyle brought it back with him, but it's been brought back. This wasn't here before.
Yeah, we have a
That's
fire
correct.
starter with us. Do I know that you're a fire starter?
Am I a fire starter?
I mean,
I don't know if you start fires.
but you're a fire starter.
I recognize that.
It seems like the fungus and maybe that stone you found are affecting not just our perception of things, but time and space as we know it.
That was wildly astute and thoughtful, Dex.
Or maybe not.
No, it was. You can. It's true. You can just say it was.
I feel like I knew that already.
Dex and Sloan are pretty near each other, and she is like leaning in closer as she's complimenting him. And then cutting between the two of them is Cade Colley, your new best friend, who pats you on the back and goes, "Yeah, man, that was real fucking smart shit, dude. That's really fucking smart. I've always said you're so fucking smart."
Thanks, Cade.
Yeah, no problem.
My grades are kind of in the middle.
That's fine. I don't even get grades.
You should probably go with your friend Kyle to make sure he's okay.
He
huh?
can't even get up the stairs.
That asshole.
he's
And they turn around.
2
He is
bullets.
still. He's 2 stairs up of the
Eesh.
rest of it. He goes, he'll be fine. Probably. Or not.
He's gonna bleed
Who
out.
cares?
Yeah.
Well, is there anything unusual about the stick that we can glean from looking at it?
Jem, who is holding the branch, just goes, I mean, I want to say yeah, but I'm being honest with you, I don't know fuck all about any of this. It's just a fucking stick, a weird stick. I wish I could tell you more. I don't know shit.
Well, we know that if the stone touches this fungus, it opens up a portal to another dimension. That seems kind of
Hey,
crazy.
Spencer, huddle up over here.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I think he's just a curious old man.
I don't think he can help us in any way.
No, I think he's a little senile, in fact. I think, here's what we need. I think if we can get, like,
Kate, you can come over here.
if
Come
we,
on.
Oh, hell yeah. Cade comes in and he goes, "What's up, team?"
I think if we can just get a piece of that stone off of him, at least then, we can leave and have the same access that he has. We can make our own portal or whatever this thing is if we need to.
Cade is huddled up with all of you and he goes, I like that, greasy man. And here's the thing, we can take a stone and then we rob him too.
No.
We take all the money out of the
No.
cash register,
No,
take him
that's
for all he's worth. I'm
No.
pretty sure
And
I
I
saw
don't
a
even
safe
really,
up
I
there.
mean, we can just ask for it too, or ask
Abe?
for a piece of it.
Yeah, we'll ask for the money.
You're on
No,
thin ice.
we don't
You're
need
new
money.
here. You gotta play by
Yeah,
the rules.
cool it.
Oh, so it's okay, so you can rob him, but I can't rob him.
We're not
We're not
right.
gonna
I
rob
never
him.
suggested
Are you gonna take the
rob.
stone? Are you gonna take it?
I didn't
We're
say I was
gonna
gonna
ask him for
steal
it.
it. I said I was gonna ask him for a piece of it. He's got a chisel down here.
This man was willing to pay me $2,000 to get some goddamn mushrooms from him so that he could put it on this stone. You think he's just gonna give that up?
I mean, he chiseled off a piece to do this. I don't see why he can't just chisel off another piece.
All right.
Hey, Jeb. How would you feel about parting with the stone or a piece of the stone for our own research?
What further research are you gonna do?
Listen, I don't know if you knew this, but we're a mystery solving club.
A mystery solved like the police?
No.
No.
We accomplish things.
Okay, well, I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware that that was a thing. And up until this moment, I did not know who any of you were, save for him. So I appreciate you for bringing me this mushroom, but I am going to once again ask that you please leave my diner.
Oh, we'll gladly leave, but we just need a little piece of that stone there.
And we can't leave before I fill out an application for work.
That's right.
Actually, I was wondering if maybe we could go up into the diner and I kind of wink at Virgil and everyone, and we could go up into the diner and I could fill out an application and you can show me where I would punch in and all that stuff because I really need a job and. I'm a great student and a good kid, and I promise I would make an excellent employee here.
Do you have any previous experience working at any kind of restaurant?
Yes, I actually am a veteran of the food industry, having worked at the Wiener factory.
Well, that's great. All I need from you is just a resume and a number where I can contact your last employer for a reference.
I go, ooh.
Spencer, shut up.
She was fired from the last job, but she's a good employee, but she was fired.
She was fired, but she's a good employee.
But
and
she's a good employee.
I'm supposed to take but she was fired.
Yeah, but we saved the town.
How did you save the town?
We burned down a big mushroom.
Actually, I did quit. From my last job, and so I was not fired.
I don't remember. I remembered her being fired, but that she might be right.
It was
Jem, hardworking employee for a piece of the stone. Seems like an even trade. I mean, with Sloan, even more in your favor. Can I manipulate?
Sure.
And look, she's hot now.
Well, she's a child.
20 minutes earlier, you wouldn't have been seeing this.
You're a Freddy Krueger type, right?
Yeah, you're a Freddy Krueger.
Please get the fuck out of my diner.
Okay, how about this? I go tell everyone you're a Freddy Krueger type, or you give me a little piece of that stone. And I tell them about the boy whose blood is all over your basement.
I don't know what blood you're talking about, and I don't know about what boy. There ain't no boy here except for you, and I'm asking you to please leave.
The boy, the bleeding boy in your basement, Kyle.
Hey, Jem.
Blood everywhere.
Dex. Hey, Jem, if you don't give us a piece of that stone and give Sloan a good paying job here, then my good friend Cade will tell the cops everything about what you manipulated them into trying to do.
And Freddy Krueger type.
They'll also potentially
I
mention your
suggest.
Freddy Krueger type tendencies.
Here's what I think. I think that I hired the Hell's Pass gang because they are a bunch of nobodies who no one would miss. And I tried to get what I wanted out of them, and I didn't. You came here, and you gave me what I wanted, and now I have it. And now I don't know anybody jack shit. I don't know you, and I don't want you to work here. I don't know you, and I don't give a fuck about you, and I don't care to get to know any of you. So get the fuck out or call the police. I don't care, because I don't think anyone's gonna believe you. And he takes his stuff and walks upstairs.
he takes the stone.
He leaves us in the basement?
Mm-hmm.
Strange.
He takes the stone and everything.
Takes the stone and the mushrooms.
What about, is there anything left of the steaming portal vial, whatever the hell that was?
There is not.
Okay, cool.
There's a stick.
There is the empty vial that it was in, and there are some ashes in it, and that is it.
Fuck.
Oh, and the weird stick. Yeah,
I mean, we
that
can
is
still
it.
go back to the cave. We could walk into this portal into another dimension if we really wanted to.
Yeah, we need
We got options.
We needed the stone to make the portal, though.
No, the portal's still there, right? Oh, the portal's gone? Oh, okay. Sloan, oh my God, you closed the portal. You are magic.
Thanks, Spencer. You know, you didn't have to say all that stuff about me being ugly 20 minutes ago.
That was, well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. And I'm sorry if you are right. But also, maybe you're wrong.
Virgil's right. We do have options. I don't think that we're going to get anything out of Jem, though.
I was right. We do have options.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, where should we go then?
I think we take the stick and we see if we can get into that cave. Maybe we swing by my house. Maybe my dad knows something.
But what if your dad knows the wrong things? What if he's not someone we should be confiding in? I don't mean that in a bad way, Dex. I just mean that your dad technically is working with ARP, who by all accounts, especially from Jem, might not be on the up and up.
Here's the thought, though, Sloan. His dad works for ARP, and we need an ARP ID card to get into that cave. So Dex, do you think your dad might have a way for us to get in, unbeknownst to him?
So you're asking me whether or not we should just steal the ID from my dad or talk to him, even though he may not be trustworthy?
Yes.
Yeah.
To both those questions.
Well, I guess if we just try and steal his badge, we can get what we need from him right away without ARP becoming aware of it. But if we talk to him, we may gain an ally. He could help us. So I guess there's benefits to both.
I was right about there being options when I said that.
But if we steal it, he's going to alert them. I know a company man. When I can smell him a mile away.
We cut back to the Schnipp household where Mr. Schnipp is trying to drink a bottle of Listerine and goes, I gotta get my fucking job back.
His life's improving. That's good.
Yeah, he's getting better.
Well, we need to act now. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go to Dex's house and we'll figure out what we're gonna do when we get there. We'll assess the situation.
I
right?
agree.
Jem pokes his head down into the basement and says, "Get the fuck out of my business!"
I don't like this
He's
guy
a
at all.
total
I don't
He's a
like
real
you!
Krueger.
He is
Grab
a
the stick.
classic
Bring it with us.
Krueger.
All right, we got
annoying.
stick.
All right, you grab the stick and you all drive back to
Well, as
the-
we're leaving, everyone's walking out, and then Dex stops and he turns to everyone who's eating there, and he goes, "We saw rats swimming around in the eggs down in the basement, and there's cockroaches everywhere. This place is a cesspit."
There's a man, a very large man, who's eating a burger that you are standing directly in front of, and he looks at you and he goes, "Burger $1.59. You think I give a fuck about a rat?"
I need to get out of this town.
You all drive back to Medford Bend and the Over-Under Manor, one of the largest houses on the block, that old white colonial home that you have. And parked out front, something that you've never really seen before, is a plain white truck with the acronym ARP.
Shit.
That's it.
That's the truck from
That's the truck from the cave.
I think it might be an
It's the
ARP
from the
truck.
cave. Yeah, Dex,
Right,
it says
yeah,
it on
that's
the
it,
side.
yeah.
That's the one we saw at the cave. Is it the same? Does anyone have an ID on the license plate? Is that the same?
No, I was hiding in a log with Spencer.
Yeah, I didn't.
Don't
I just
worry.
saw the van.
I'll check it out. And then Dex decides to go in the front door alone.
Okay, you go
Of
into
your
the front
house,
door
right?
of your
Yeah.
own house.
Okay, yeah.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
I think I'm okay.
I mean, I guess technically he lives here, but
Yeah, something to worry about.
You leave your 3 cohorts in the car and enter your own home. And things are definitely different. There are men walking around with automatic rifles. There
is different, you're
are
right.
there are other employees of ARP wearing business casual with a lab coat over it, and sitting on a couch talking to a man in a suit is your father, Richard Overunder, and he looks very, very distressed. And he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, Dex, how you doing, bud?"
I guess I'm fine. Some stuff's going on, but I guess for the most part, I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'll tell you, man, it's been a hectic day for us. Is what I will say.
Who is us?
You know, just the office.
ARP.
Yeah.
Sorry, does he have the stick?
No, it's in the, I would assume, the trunk, or unless one of you is holding it.
It's in the trunk.
Okay.
So what's going on, Dad?
Short answer is, you know, we had some ne'er-do-wells who were poking around and trying to figure out some stuff or something. I don't know. You know how it is. You put up fences and then people try to get through the fences and it just causes a bunch of issues. And it has been just a nightmare for us. I mean, the paperwork alone is just like, ugh, you know. How was your day?
It's pretty good. I tried to go, Cool Kid Lake.
I'm not familiar.
It's up kind of like just outside of town. I tried to go up there to hang out with some friends, and I noticed that there was a big fence there. That's weird, huh?
Dex, and he sort of brings you, he sort of pulls you aside away from everyone else, and he goes, Dex, what time were you trying to get into Cool Kid Lake?
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah.
It could have been 8 p.m.
That's fair
Could've
enough.
been
Yeah,
8
yeah,
a.m.
I guess I realized I never told you. When you guys went, it was, just normal afternoon.
Oh, I don't know. Normal afternoon. I'd say.
Anytime but a normal afternoon.
Were you trying to get in there around 2 in the morning?
No.
Okay.
I was here at 2 in the morning, sleeping. You know I go to bed at 11:30 every single night.
Do know that about you, unless you don't.
He's his father's son.
Look, I'm glad that it's, not you poking around, but you gotta stay away from there, bud. It is, it's not a good place to hang out. There's a lot of dangerous stuff over there, and if somebody puts up a fence, there's probably a pretty good reason they don't want you in the fence.
Well, yeah, that's what I assumed when I went this afternoon to check it out. That's why I immediately came back here. And I was like, wow, that's weird that that's there. And then you mentioned fences going up as part of your job and how difficult that was. So I just thought, oh, fence.
back at the car.
Yeah, I say, Sloan, Virgil, I think we should poke around in that truck, in the ARP truck.
I like that thinking.
I think we should also.
Everyone's inside right now.
Spencer, you know how to pick locks, right?
Well,
Why are you whispering?
Because we're scared, we're
secret.
frightened.
I think we should also do that thing that you do, Spencer, to spy on people, where you call them on their cell phone and then they leave their cell phone on so you can listen in.
I don't have their number.
You have Dex's number?
Oh, Dex's number. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I call Dex.
Dex, you get a phone call on your phone as your dad is talking. He's just saying, just when there's a fence, I wouldn't go past the fence, and that area especially. It's just,
Hold on, I gotta take this.
Okay.
Hello?
Dex.
It's Dex.
Don't say anything. Pretend it's the wrong number. Pretend to hang up, but leave your phone on so we can hear what's going on in the house. It's Spencer.
All right, no worries. That's okay. It was the wrong number. And Dex puts the phone back in his pocket.
Nice.
It doesn't hang up.
I have been getting so many of those lately. They're always calling about like my extended warranty, and it's like, I don't need it. It's a nightmare. Anyway, bud, I gotta get back to it. It's a busy day for us, but just be safe. Stay away from Cool Kid Lake, and just try to stay out of trouble.
Hey, Dad. Why are there a bunch of people with guns in our home?
Guns?
Well, like I said, it's been a complicated day. And we've had some issues with some ne'er-do-wells. And that's all that I think that I should say about it.
I'm going to use my hunches. When something bad is happening or just about to happen somewhere that I am not, I can roll plus sharp.
Okay.
So it's only 8. So on a 7 to 9, you get there late in time to intervene, but not prevent it altogether. But I'm not going to go in.
So with your hunch, you are able to determine that there is an energy coming from inside the home that is upsetting. People are angry and excited, and you feel like there's this energy of sort of like getting ready, if that makes sense. And it's almost as if you can hear these thoughts pulsing through your head from inside of people going, we're gonna get these fuckers. We're gonna get these fuckers.
Guys, something is happening inside that house, or it's going to happen. If we're going to search this truck, we need to do it fast.
All right, let's go.
Down with that.
One of us should keep watch. The other two should try and get in there.
You're right. Spencer, you stay here.
God damn it. But I do so. Well, I don't stay there. I keep watch.
Stand outside the car.
Yeah.
All right, Virgil, check the doors. Is it unlocked?
It is.
Oh, shit.
Shit,
Hey, look,
that was
door
easy.
unlocked.
Okay.
Say, guys, what's going on?
Their doors are locked.
What's going on?
Doors are unlocked. Shut up,
I
Spencer.
want to know. I want to
You're
be
drawing
included.
attention to us.
Damn it.
Okay. Glove compartment.
The glove compartment is also unlocked. This is just sort of like a vehicle. You don't get the sense that this vehicle drives on the normal street very often. It seems pretty clean. It seems like one of those vehicles they might use in like a warehouse or something. Inside the glove compartment are 2 identical ID badges that belong to a security member and 1 revolver, fully loaded.
Oh my God, they have a gun in here.
Shit.
But we need an ID badge.
Should we just take one, leave one here?
Do you think they do the same thing? They look the same to me.
You look at the badges, and these are the security badges. They don't have a picture on them, and they don't have any names listed on them. They're just sort of like a run-of-the-mill regular security badge.
Maybe we should leave one so it looks like there's still something in here.
All right, you take one, Virgil.
Okay,
What
take
are
one, take the gun. Let's go.
We're taking the gun too?
Yeah.
Well, you're the bad boy. You take the gun.
I take the gun.
As you hold the gun in your hand, it just feels right. Whoa.
Virgil, I'm gonna pop the trunk. Do you think you can get around without being seen and check the trunk?
Yeah.
All right, so I pop the trunk.
It is a truck.
Oh, so it's got like a big back.
Oh, it's got a
like
flatbed in the
yeah.
back?
Oh, a
Okay.
pickup truck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
okay. I thought it was
got
like
it.
a van or something. Okay.
Sorry.
So we look in the bed.
If you're looking in the bed of the truck, there is one of those itchy picnic blankets that sort of, you've sort of seen before. In fact, it's got a couple of holes in it. It looks like almost identical to the one that you used over the fence. and just left there at the clearing. And underneath that blanket, you see a shotgun.
Oh my God, another gun.
Oh my God.
Did you find any guns?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna take this shotgun. We can't leave them with the weapons, right?
They got plenty, it sounds like.
I take the shotgun.
In your hands, as you hold the shotgun, it just feels wrong. It feels damn awful.
And we go back to the car where Spencer is, and I shove the shotgun at him. Here, take this.
Oh, cool! And I correctly name the
Disassemble it.
model, the brand and model number just on site.
Oh man, it feels more
know.
right than anything
Yeah,
you've ever
yeah.
felt in your entire
And I
life.
just start pointing it around.
Okay, so you are kind of armed up, and in the car across the street from the house, Dex, your father, has returned to talking with the men in suits and sort of going over some sort of plan with the armed guards, and you are kind of alone in your house. I mean, not alone. There's a bunch of fucking people here, but no one seems to be paying any attention to you at all.
Dex kind of slinks into like one of the many illustrious hallways of over under manor, as you've referred to it, and then gets back on the phone and is like, "Are you guys, Spencer? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's going on down there?"
We got guns, baby. We got guns and we got security badges.
ID tag.
You got security badges?
Well, we have one. We have one.
Get out of there.
My dad was pretty explicit about not going to that lake. He said they tried to have a break-in at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
I can
of
only
course.
assume that was Kate and Kyle.
Of course your dad would say that.
Dex.
That's why that's exactly where we need to go.
I have a feeling that something bad is gonna happen.
Spencer, I can't hear Sloan. Can you put me on speaker?
Yeah. 1 second. Okay, now he can actually hear you now.
Hello?
Dex, I have a feeling that something
Oh, there's
bad.
an echo.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna hold it.
Maybe it'd be easier if she just
Here, yeah, let
held
me
it,
take it.
because I can hear
Let me-
myself.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
take it
I
off
can hear
speaker.
myself for sure.
Okay,
should
and I'll
just
hand it
take
to you.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is a
All right.
private conversation.
But let me know what he
Dex.
says.
Okay.
You're
Dex.
sweating.
I am not sweating. Shut up, Spencer. He can still hear you. Dex, I have a.
Hey, it's Dex.
Hey, it's Sloan. I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen in that house. You need to get out of there.
Do you think it's worth checking my dad's office to see if I can find anything?
Oh, should I check his dad's office?
Tell him to make it quick.
Yeah.
Okay, but make it quick. Make it quick. And do you know what you're looking for in there?
I have no idea.
Just any documents you see that say
Or guns.
or guns. Spencer is saying or guns, but any documents that have the acronym on it. Okay, that's what you're looking for, or just anything else weird.
Got it.
And if you see any pieces of red stone, you know what to do.
Got it.
Take this. I'm saying it explicitly, so you know. Take the stone.
To take them.
Yeah,
Okay, because
okay.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All right.
well, be careful, Dex.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Oh, he hung up. Okay.
All right.
So Dex sneaks down the hall to his dad's office.
There is no sneaking necessary. The entire congregation of these sort of armed guards is taking place inside of your living room that they've sort of set up into a makeshift control room. You are very easily able to go over to where your dad's office is. Unfortunately, it is locked.
Locked, huh? I'm gonna investigate.
Okay.
So this is a 12.
You look at the lock on your dad's office door, and it looks like a regular like doorknob, like very elegant. And then you realize that it's one of the same doorknobs that's just on every door in your house. You even have one on the bathroom, and they lock just like any other door, but they also would probably unlock with one of those little things that people keep on the top of the doorway. And so you grab that off of the bathroom doorway, head back to your father's office, and just are very easily able to open the door. And you walk inside, you close the door behind you. Okay, you
right.
are in your father's office. It is a very nice study. There are a bunch of folders sort of strewn everywhere all across his desk. There's various different, what look like, I don't know, artifacts kept in glass cases sort of surrounding the room. You've been in here before. It's not something that's like completely off limits, but you've never really spent a lot of time in here. Not because you're not allowed, just because you never really gave a shit.
Oops. I want to stumble across something that's important.
So you see 3 folders in particular. You see Project X791, Project X792, and Project B5T3.
Are these? Can I grab these folders? Can I just like?
Yeah, you can grab all of them. You can grab all 3 very easily.
All right. So then I grab all 3 folders.
Mhm.
Do I look around? Do I see anything that looks like the stone?
You don't really see anything that looks exactly like the stone. You open up one drawer on your dad's desk and you find a loaded pistol, just like a standard Glock. And you open the other one and you find an identification card. And it is a picture of your father's face, Richard Overunder. And the title is The Artifact Recovery Project, Richard Overunder, Psychology Department, Department Head.
All right. Do I find any large glass cases that have robot arms in them?
Unfortunately, you do not.
So Dex leaves the pistol and then grabs the ID
Okay.
and then leaves the room.
Okay.
And then I guess slowly comes back down the stairs and then makes his way out around the living room and out the front door.
Sure. Again, you don't really have to sneak out.
Just without avoiding being noticed.
Sure. You don't really have to sneak out. No one's really focusing on you. Your father is sort of sitting down with his head in his hands, and you, as you're leaving, you sort of hear him say, "I'm telling you, there's got to be a better way to do this. This seems too much." And there's a man in a suit who is standing next to your father who just says, "I don't care if it seems too much. It's the only way that we're going to get this stuff back and prevent it from happening again. Okay? I'm going to need 2 teams at 1031 Salem Road, and I'm going to need another 2 teams at that apartment complex down at the block." And you walk out.
All right. So
Is that the dine? Oh, I didn't hear
one
that.
of those locations was it?
I didn't hear nothing.
You know that one of those locations is this diner that you just went to, and the other one is the home of Virgil Sugarhose, and also the home of several members of the Hell's Pass gang.
Oh, they all live there?
The apartment complex.
So you live with all the the Hell's Pass gang?
Big complex.
Okay. All right. So then I meet up with them, and then I hold up the files that I have, and then I also hold up the ID card.
Shit.
I eagerly start snatching the files like it's Christmas morning.
So
Yeah.
Spencer is running through the files, and these things are fucking crazy. File X791 is a file detailing surveillance on several lower tier members of ARP, sort of tracking the way that their brain functions have been going over the last several weeks. You see that on this list of names is your father. Mr. Schnipp is listed on there as a janitor, and he is listed particularly with a group under Blue Group. And there are notes under there written by Richard Overunder, and they say, "Subject showing signs of deteriorated brain function, comma, newfound substance abuse issues."
I'm reading this over Spencer's shoulder. It says here that your dad was in the Blue Man group.
I don't think that's what it's saying.
Well, Spencer, that's
It says he was in group blue.
No, the blue.
He was
and
a
It
man.
was all men. It's the blue.
He was a man in a blue group, but he wasn't in the blue man group.
No, and look, there was a red control group, a red man control group, and a blue man
racist.
group.
Hey guys,
It's not like
Yeah.
that.
I
It's
think
not like
that-
that, Spencer.
I think that we can check this stuff on the road. We might want to go because I think I heard someone in there say that they're sending someone to Virgil's apartment complex.
Oh, good point.
Why?
But we've got to hurry then. We should slash their tires. We should slash their
That's
tires.
actually a good idea.
I like
Actually,
this new
I have lots
Sloan.
of good ideas.
I have most of the good ideas.
You,
and then
because
everyone
you
else
hear
takes
me
credit.
say them and then you repeat them. I call them the Kruger type.
All right, only one of them.
For the audio listeners, Patrick's making that dumb, stunned face again.
Yeah. Watch the full video version of Must Be Dice on the RT website.
Slack-jawed Patrick.
Yeah.
Spencer, you have the butterfly knife. You've got to slash the tires.
Yeah, you've had that
Oh,
knife this
yeah,
whole
I
time.
do.
You've
Yeah,
never
I-
used it.
And I'm much too good at it. I've clearly spent far too much time.
I need you to roll to kick some ass.
There we go.
Make a.
Tough? Okay, 1.
All right.
You stab yourself in the thigh.
Spencer takes out his knife and goes, "Oh, slashing tires? I can do that in my sleep." And then accidentally slashes himself in the face while trying to do it. And,
Jesus Christ,
Oh my
Spencer.
God,
and drops the
Spencer.
knife, and he takes 1 point of harm.
But I look cooler now?
You did look cool.
Do you have
yeah.
a this cool scar across your
That's what
You know what? We should have, Spencer. Gosh, we should have had a bad boy do this. Virgil, do you mind?
Fine.
Go for it.
Dex real quick goes, Spencer, are you crying?
No? And I turn my head away.
All right, I borrow the knife, not doing any tricks. Kick some ass?
Yeah.
Okay. 6, 7.
7?
Yeah.
All right. You run out to the you run out of the car and sneak your way over to the truck, and you take the knife in your hand, and something kind of like, as you're looking at it, you go, "I wonder," and you do a quick little butterfly trick, and you successfully pull it off. And something in your brain goes,
Did you see that, Spence?
"That wasn't
No,
so
I didn't.
hard."
I didn't see it. Actually, I could have done that too, probably. Honestly,
And you
I can actually do it quicker. Also,
a small drop of blood is pouring down Spencer's cheek, and it mixes with one of the tears too.
that I wasn't crying.
That he wasn't crying.
Yeah.
Virgil, you do your little flip, and then you stab the knife into the tire. You walk over to the other side, and you stab it into the other tire, and the air sort of hisses out. And as you stand up, you are making direct eye contact with one of the security members for the ARP, who goes,
Uh-oh.
"What are you doing?"
Fuck.
Virgil, run!
I'm gonna run.
All right, I'm gonna need you to act under pressure.
Okay. Was that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, 12.
All right. Well, Dex has the engine running, and in just a moment of pure fucking cool, Spencer opens up the door, and you book it running down into the car, and they are starting to drive off as you jump into the back seat. The door closes behind you as you drive off. The security member gets into the truck, aiming to drive after you, and as soon as he starts backing up, the tires full on pop, and the truck comes to a halt. He gets out of the truck and sort of looks at you as you drive away, as the entire house sort of pours out of the over-under manor. And you can see Dex, as you're looking in your rearview mirror, you can see your father looking very confused, watching you speed off.
I land next to Spencer. Thanks for letting me borrow this. I hand it back to you.
And I take it and I kind of try to.
He puts
Throw
it
away.
back, and
Spencer, you crying?
I'm not crying.
Spencer, there's some tissue.
I'm
in the
bleeding.
center
I'm not
console.
crying. It's blood.
there
I do take a tissue though.
There are when you jumped into the back, you kind of fucked up a bunch of stuff. Those folders that were neatly sitting on Spencer's lap get knocked over, and one of them, which is labeled X792, you realize some of the papers fall out, and you sort of just instinctively, even though you're a bad boy, you're pretty organized.
Yeah.
You like hunting clues.
Oh, whoops.
You start putting the papers back in order, but then you notice something. There's a picture in there. A picture of somebody that you know. A picture of somebody that you know very, very well. Inside of folder for case X792 is a picture of Sloan Baker. And that is where we will pick up next week on Must Be Dice Paradise Path.
Is it like pre-makeover pick or like a hot
yeah.
pick?
Oh yeah.
Pre-made
It's a picture of you as a child.
look like a
very
dog.
a fucking ugly
Mouthful
dog.
of braces, just
Yeah.
Right.
Just fucking gross.
You have not been pretty in pink
the girl
yet.
from Finding Nemo. the dentist.
Yeah.
I know
Bye
that face
everybody.
anywhere.